And welcome back to Girly Girl Bookworm. I forgot to say in my last video that these books are going in absolutely no particular order. I'm just kind of going in my bookshelf, which isn't really a bookshelf, and I'm just picking out my top 12. No specific order because trying to rank them would be absolutely crazy. So, right now, I'm just kind of going through them as kind of popularity based that I know people are already interested in or already read them. I don't know. So, the next books on my list are the Divergent trilogy, even though only the first two, Divergent and Insurgent. Oh, pencil came with me. And Insurgent. There's no by Veronica Roth. There's no title out yet for the third one. She's been kind of calling it Detergent right now as a joke. We'll see. I would love her to really name it that. So I'm gonna start off with Divergent. I read this one I think a little bit after Hunger Games. It's considered like Hunger Games. Like if you like Hunger Games, you'll like Divergent. But I don't know. The only thing that I see as a common denominator is the fact that they're both dystopian. Like that's the only thing that I've noticed that's different. This one is about a girl named Beatrice. She later changes her name to Tris. But she's in this world. I think it's supposed to be like Chicago after like the world changes and whatnot. And there's 5 factions. There's Candor, Erudite, Dauntless, Abnegation, and Amity. And they all stand for something different. So, like Amity, they're peaceful because they feel that the downfall of the world was because people were too warlike. Abnegation are very selfless because they feel like the world ended because people were too selfish. So, they're all split into these sections. And when you're 16, you take this like test to see which one of these traits is the most in you. And you're born in a faction, but you can change during the choosing ceremony. So our main character is in abnegation, and she goes through this test, and then she picks whether or not she wants to stay or she wants to leave. And this decision can change everything. And just it's a good book. I don't want to give too much detail away because obviously there's a second book too. So like I don't want to say too much about this one, which would give away stuff for this one. I don't want to say too much about this one because then it'll give away stuff for this one. So if you haven't read it, I highly suggest it. Like this book, I don't remember how long this one took me. This one took me like a while. I don't know. I think this is one of the ones I was trying to pace myself with because I knew it was good and I try to pace myself with it. This one, I know it looks like it's really long, but the font really isn't that big. And literally 2 days. And I had gone to work and all this stuff, so technically it took me less than 24 hours to read this whole book. That's how good these books are. So I really suggest these books. That's why they're in my top 12, because they are absolutely amazing. And I think this woman is 23 years old. I think she's 23. She's got 2 books out. New York Times bestseller. She has a 3rd book coming out in the fall, which is the end of this series. And right now, her book is in the process of possibly becoming a movie. At 23. That's a year older than me. I can't even imagine having 3 books out, being a New York bestseller, and having possibility my book becoming a movie right now. Like, that's insane. Like, she's good. I really like her. She's great. So, I'm trying to think about anything else I could say about this lovely book. I love it. Like, and I want to tell you what Divergent means, but at the same time, I don't know if that would give too much away. What do we think? I'm going to read the back. See if it tells you. Like, you know when you read, like, the little, like, excerpt? Because if it tells you what it's about, then obviously I wouldn't be giving too much away. Of course, no. So I'm not going to say it. I'll let you figure it out. I'm sure if you look up reviews and stuff like that, like, not reviews, but if you look it up on Amazon, it might tell you what Divergent means. But I don't want to be the one that spoils it for you if you have no idea. But it's neat. I like this cover, too. This cover's really cool. Like, this, one thing I think that's kind of neat is, like, this is the symbol for Dauntless. This is the symbol for Amity. Like, they all have their own symbols. So I'm really excited to see which symbol is going to get put on the third book. Like, which faction gets theirs on there. I think that's really cool. Yeah. And the one thing I don't like that I'm kind of mad about is the fact that I've got this one being paperback and this one's hardcover. I don't like when my books don't match. Like, it really frustrates me, but I read this one kind of late in the game. Like, I read this year, and I think it came out last year. And this one just came out this year. So, of course, could I wait for paperback? Of course not. I needed it now. Like, it was bad enough that I waited to buy it online because in the store it was $17.99, and then online it was like $11. So I was like, man, I have to wait even longer because now I have to wait for the book to come out. Like, I need to order it, and then it has to mail to me. But it was worth it because literally 2 days. Literally, this took me like 2 days to read it. So, I hope you give this a shot if you haven't given it a shot. If you've read it, tell me your thoughts about it. Tell me what you think is going to happen maybe, but don't give too much away because if somebody else reads it, they might get mad at me. But, or inbox me. You can inbox me if you have something that might be a spoiler and you want to ask or talk about it because that would be so much fun. So, look out for my next coming up videos. Like I said, I'm probably going to be releasing these one a week. Even though I'm filming most of them on one day, it's just because all my books are here. So it's just easier while I'm home to do it rather than at my apartment when I don't like to have to lug all those books there just to make a video. I'm not going to do it. So, because that would just be pointless when they're all right here and I'm right here right now. So, enough about my banter and my books. But I will see you in my next video, and please subscribe, comment, like, do something, please, so I know you're watching. Bye, have a good day.